y'all about climbing. At the beginning, I will start off with talking about the basics of climbing. Climbing is as close as we can come to flying since back young. Climbing is one of the best hobbies that I've ever done. You can learn many things from climbing. Climbing is for any age, gender, and size. When you first start to climb, you'll be introduced to climbing shoes. They are shoes that have a thick and rough sole. Next is a harness. A harness is a major safety equipment. It goes around your hip bone and tightens down. It also has two leg straps that tighten down for comfort. The next thing is chalk. Chalk is crushed powder that is used to keep your hands dry while you're climbing and will allow you to grip better to the holes. Poles are connected to the wall. They are used to climb up, and they are set into certain ways to set up a problem. A problem is many different poles set into a different portions, making you use technique and different movements to set up a route. A route is a set of holds and problems that are used to set and make different moves, different types of climbing. A carabiner is a metal ring used to make things hold together, hold things onto your legs. There are three different forms of climbing. They're all fun and difficult. The first form is top rope. When you top rope, there's a rope connected in you going all the way up to the top of the wall, also going back down to either the layer or back down to the ground. When you are top roping, there's also two different forms of top roping. One is called an auto belay. An auto belay, you're connected into a machine that automatically takes up the slack, and when you're ready to come down, it gently lets you back down. The other form is where a person does all the work. They take away your slack and also let you down. Most people feel more comfortable with a person doing it because the person can hold them until they're ready to come down. The other form of climbing is bouldering. Bouldering is usually done on about 10 foot. There is no harnesses or ropes. This is fun, but also can be very dangerous. Most people like to do it outside, but they will have a thing called a crash pad. A crash pad is a foam mat used for when you are falling. Lead climbing is by far one of the most difficult, fun, and sport type climbing. This is the most advanced climbing that we offer in most gyms. The lead climbing is you use a special knot called a double figure eight with a safety knot after. As you climb up, you clip in. The clipping in part is what makes it. This is the most advanced climbing that we offer in most gyms. The lead climbing is you use a special knot called a double figure eight with a safety knot after. As you climb up, you clip in. The clipping in part is what makes this type of climbing so difficult. The other two forms of climbing are also as fun, but I like lead climbing more. Climbing is rated differently depending on how you climb and what you climb. When top roping, it is measured in 5-point a number. The 5 tells the climber usually that it's a vertical wall, whether it be leaning towards the mountain or towards the climber. The number after the point tells you how difficult it is. So 5.5 is a fairly easy, and most people are able to climb these. They have bigger holds and more holds. On the other hand, a 5.12 is a really hard. These usually have less holds and smaller holds, making you use more technique and strength. When bouldering, it is measured in V and a number. The V tells the same thing as the top roping 5. The number after the V does the same thing as the number after the point 5, or the point. So a V0 is pretty easy and is fun. On the other hand, a V4 is really difficult and you have to use many different types of techniques. In lead climbing, you have to naturally jump up 2 levels on top roping just because of that clipping portion that I mentioned earlier in the speech. The clipping makes it where you rely more on one hand and your feet, and if you miss a clip, you have to constantly keep trying. There are many different types of moves. The main 3 moves are static, dynamic, and a thing called dyno. When you static climb, you try to keep 3 points of contact. You're also more slow and controlled, using more technique. When static climbing, you also hold on to holds longer, and you move one limb at a time. When you dynamic climb, you're usually faster and sometimes sloppier. Many pros use this type of climbing when they're going through an easy section of a route, but they will also do it sometimes just for the fun. Also with dynamic climbing, you lose more than 3 contacts. You usually keep about 2 contact points on the wall. Many people will climb either way. Not too many people do the last form I called, which is a dyno. When you dyno, this movement is pretty advanced. You take both your hands, you kind of squat down, and then you push off both your hands and your feet. You lose all points of contact with the wall until your next hold, where you grab on. Most people like to do this, although it's not often done like on a route legitimately. Most people, when they see someone do this, think they're a really good climber and also a pro, but it actually tells the opposite. When a good climber does it, he knows when to do it, but also this is not done often.